Well, good afternoon or good morning, ladies and gents. Adam Flynn here, one of the directors at Biggin and Scott Real Estate here in the city of Knox. I'm usually joined by Danelle or Hollywood, but she's not here today, so it's just me, so you're stuck with me. What I'm going to be talking about today is in regards to when you are looking at selling your property, I'm going to talk about the buyer's triangle. And what I mean by the buyer's triangle is that there is three prices that primarily properties will sell in. Now, 10% of properties will sell at a bargain price. That is generally from a perspective whereby people had to sell for a specific reason, might be financial difficulties or just their circumstances have changed. Now, 80% of properties will sell in what's called a probable range, which essentially is just a good fair price. Our job as agents is to get vendors up towards the top end of the range and then into the third price category, which I'm going to talk about, which is called the heart price or the emotional price. Now, that is somebody who wants to buy a particular property for a specific reason. So it might be their kids go to a school nearby, might be their mother-in-law lives next door and they want to keep an eye on her. Whatever the case might be, these people are buying primarily based on location as opposed to the property itself. Now, so 10% bargain, 80% probable range, 10% heart or emotional price. Now, as you go further up that triangle, you will get less and less buyers. So the bargain buyers, you'll have lots of those buyers. And as you go further and further up, you'll get less and less buyers. Now, the heart price or the emotional price, you might only have one or two or three buyers at that level, but each buyer sector plays their part because it's about creating competition and fear of loss, because the fear of loss is bigger than the desire of gain. Now, the other aspect to this, psychology of the buying process is that people will primarily spend roughly 10% more than what they set out to spend. And that's in everything in life, whether they're buying a car, whether they're buying a house, whether they're buying a fridge, it's all relative. So somebody who is looking to purchase, for example, a property of around about $700,000 will in fact spend closer to $800,000. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is that it's so important that the agent and the agency that you engage is aware of the psychology of the buyer. Because the reality is, if a buyer comes in here today and says, I'm looking to spend roughly $600,000, a lesser agent of competence will show them properties up to $600,000, where I know that they're going to be spending, the best part of $700,000. So I'll be showing them properties up to that price point. And of course, when they do find the property, they're going to say, well, it's more than what I wanted to spend, but what it represents to me in the quality of life, I'm going to extend myself, go back to the bank, do what I need to do, but I'm going to make it happen. So it's really important that as a team, we are aware of that, and we spend a lot of time in regards to the training and cultivation of our people to make sure that they are very aware of the buyer psychology. So just some lessons for you today, whether you are looking to sell, whether you are currently even on the market, even if it's with another agency, I suggest you ask the agent that you're dealing with about the three buy categories, and just make sure that they're aware of those, because it is so important in regards to qualifying and matching up the right buyers to the right house, and obviously then extracting the highest possible price. I hope you're all well and you've enjoyed this week's edition of On the Couch, and if you're thinking of selling, please let us know and we will talk soon. Cheers.